This is Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
Podcasting since 2008. This is the show where we're broadcasting disability stories from an insider's perspective, and we are giving a voice to people with special needs. This is your weekly guide to find and joy, acceptance, and inclusion.
I shudder thinking how the world can be so cruel. I lend my voice to those who can't. It's time we try, it's time we care, it's time we stand. It starts with a voice.
At the Inclusive Youth Leadership Summit in Chicago for a fun conversation about the importance of leadership within our Special Olympics community. So, like to welcome you to Special Chronicles Live in front of a live audience. So this is episode 349, I think. So let's have our panel introduce themselves and tell us your name and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Geier. And I go to Maine South High School. I'm a senior from Illinois.
So, pretty much, I'm Danny Shaughnessy, and like Charlotte, I also go to Maine South, but I'm a junior, and I'm from Illinois.
Hi, I'm Andy Holmes. I'm a senior at the University of South Dakota, and I'm also from South Dakota.
Hi, I'm Bernita Thigpen. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I am no longer in high school. I'm from KPMG, and I'm also a board member for Special Olympics Illinois.
And KPMG is also the sponsor for the Inclusive Youth Leadership Summit.
Yes, KPMG is a sponsor, a proud sponsor of this summit. Woohoo!
So we're going to try to kick it off with an easy question. What does...
From a work perspective and in daily life, I think leadership means being willing and able to implement change and to convince and inspire others to also follow that lead and be instruments of change for the better.
So tell us how you are showcasing leadership in your school, Charlotte and Danny, and then Andy at the college level, and Bernita, you don't have to answer this particular question of the panel.
All right, so Danny and I are both officers for our school's Inclusion Club, which is really tied to our Special Olympics program, and we've facilitated our school's Respect Weeks the past 2 years now together, and that's just been an absolutely awesome experience. We actually just became a National Unified Champion school, which is super exciting. And that just probably sums up the biggest things we've done, but Danny probably could give you a few more details on that.
Well, it's kind of like what she said. Like, what we do in Respect Week, we have, like, the photo booth, like, outside the cafeteria, and, like, we have karaoke in the inside cafeteria. We have a Respect Week assembly. We also do, like, stuff like homecoming, like the football game, the dance every year. And that's pretty much, like, what some other few things we do. We also do, like, hangouts, like, on the weekends when we're not busy. When we're, like, not, like, with school stuff in it. So, pretty much, like, that's a bit more like what we do in our school.
For me, my leadership experience, I'm the president of the Special Olympics College Club at the University of South Dakota. So I really serve as the interface sports on campus. A lot of it really centers around building those relationships within sports, but more importantly, seeing how we can do that in society after we graduate and really facilitating those relationships. We're very fortunate at our community at USD where it's a very inclusive environment where we have a multitude of people with and without disabilities at work. And so it's really fortunate just to see the many opportunities that we have and just the acceptance that we have within.
Okay, so I don't play unified sports. I'm guilty here. However, it benefits me because I have a son. He is 21. He has Down syndrome. And although his school is not a unified school, it has some of the characteristics. He has developed numerous friendships through high school that he has continued to maintain in his post-high school career. And just being able to be a part of something like everybody else and have the world recognize that we're more alike than we are different is just a wonderful thing.
And what does Special Olympics and being here at this Inclusive Youth Leadership Summit mean to each of you and for KPMG as well?
I think being here has been such an awesome experience, truly, because I've gotten to meet so many different people from so many different states, which I've never done in participating in Special Olympics in the past. So I've made so many connections from people around the country and in Canada. I don't know where the Canadians are, but but they all have given us so many different ideas that we're hoping to facilitate and implement in our school, which has been so awesome. And just making all these connections and true friendships and seeing like true inclusivity take place has been super inspiring.
Well, when I did Special Olympics has been changing my life. And like when I started doing this back in middle school, I really didn't know what it was until like I started doing when I did this in 6th grade. That pretty much was the starting point of where I got to be now. And with this summit, I got to meet so many people, like not just in our state, but like all across the states and like up north in the border. And so like pretty much if any of you are the Canadians out there, if there's anyone there, and pretty much getting also to meet people from like the college level. So this has pretty much been an inspiring time for me.
It's truly been a privilege being here and meeting all of the many amazing individuals that we have. And more so, it's just exciting to see the many youth leaders we have and the many amazing things that you'll do. And so it's just really encouraging to see so many like-minded individuals that really seek to promote what Special Olympics is about with inclusion and everything that goes along with it. So I encourage you all to continue doing what you do, and it's been a pleasure meeting you all.
The summit for me has been extremely moving and empowering and powerful. Yesterday I got to witness groups do things that I still don't know how to do and create Instagrams and use, what's that text, gradient text, and do all kinds of wonderful things to have their voice be heard. From my perspective at coming from KPMG and being able to be a part of the sponsorship of this, it's just, I don't know, it's awesome, it's humbling, it's wonderful. I don't think there's much more that we could do that would benefit a better cause to help create leaders of today and the future. So you all are wonderful.
So it's awesome that each of you and all of you in our live audience here are helping to lead the inclusion revolution and taking it back to your communities and schools. what does inclusion mean to each of you?
I think, kind of echoing what we all talked about earlier, inclusion really has meant to me just seeing people with and without disabilities treat each other just like any other friendship would. It's been so amazing seeing at my school and at this national level now, international actually, sorry. And for me, like, Danny has become truly my best friend throughout high school, and it's been so awesome just like having such a deep connection with someone who that maybe is a bit different than me, but we put it past ourselves, so yeah.
So when I think of inclusion, we get everyone, it means we put everybody together. We don't want to be like separated from one another. In this case, we have now, we're bringing everybody from across the country and like also, like she said, we're across the globe, in this case for Canada. So, but when I think about it, it's where we all need to come together and prove that we are stronger when we come together and not like when we're separated. That's the truth.
Yes, it is.
I'm honestly not sure how I'm supposed to follow that one up. But yeah, Danny and Charlie really summed it up, really what inclusion is about, and it's really embracing each person regardless of any difference that they may have. Because I think you really find that each person is different like you. And I really think that's what all diversity and inclusion is about. So it's really just showing respect and always advocating and empowering others.
All right, you all stole everything. This room is what inclusion is about. It's about people who look different, who have different views, who have different abilities, but being able to respect one another, help one another, and help make a change, make a difference, and make this world better so that everybody can be the best person that they can possibly be.
So, I'd like to thank you again, Charlotte, Danny, easy name that we remember.
It's going to be hard.
And Andy and Bernita for taking the time to come on this special live edition of the Special Chronicles show. And once again, thank you to our live audience. And before we conclude, we could have our panel and our live audience say, remember to choose to include.
Right. Everybody, we're saying remember, 1, 2, okay, we're all going to remember this. I want you all to say, remember, choose to include on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Choose to include.
And that's a wrap. Until next week, remember, choose to include.
Special Chronicles, giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.